hanging on a nail by the door, still shaped like his hands. Dad's work gloves drying, evening breathing in. I learned what love was made of, and not in words but callous skin. Time and dirt and honest sweat, warm thin. Mud on boots, sunburned neck, coffee cold, no regret. He'd just nod and sit back down, amen. Some men pray by doing. Dad's work gloves drying by the light of the sink. Every blister told a story I didn't think to read. I never saw him tired, just quiet at the end of day, like the world had taken all it could, and he let it. The house knew his footsteps. By the door, those gloves still waiting, teaching me how to stand. Dad's work gloves drying, just like a man. By the door, empty now.
Grandpa's tractor by the barn, paint chip blue still standing strong. It don't run, but it remembers every mile that made us who we are. The dust will rise with the morning sun, crows on the fence line waiting. Grandpa tip his hat to the sky, say, boys, this land ain't patient. I'd ride along on that metal seat, hands too small for the wheel. Lunch pail by the fence post, thermos warm with tea. He talks slow about weather and time, like they listen carefully. Barn doors creak like they knew his name. Every board had a say. He said, son, hard work stays longer than the shine on a brand new thing. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, past and stories side by side. It plowed through years in hungry ground, never once asked why. If you listen close on a quiet farm, you can hear that engine hum. And Grandpa's tractor by the barn. Now the fields grow wild in places. His boots don't mark the floor, but when the wind hits that old tin roof, I swear I hear him start her once more. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, still teaching me what lasts. Some things don't need to move at all to pull you through the past. I park my worries where he parked his arms, by Grandpa's tractor by the barn. Yeah, that old machine still runs on love. Candle for every child tonight, burning soft in the window light, for every dream that's running wild. There's a candle for every child. Kitchen table, scars and glue, crayon skies and muddy shoes, little hands that shake with fear when the thunder gets too near. I ain't got riches I can't explain, why the world can be so unkind, but I'll stand here storm or fire, guarding every hope of mine. If the night feel long and cold, let this flame remind them so. A candle for every child, I pray. Through the dark it finds a way, even when the road turns wild. There's a candle for every child. Someday they'll walk where I can't go, carrying truths they'll come to know. If they ever lose their way, this light will guide home someday. A candle for every child tonight.
for broken wings and fearless flights. No matter lost or reconciled, love lights a candle for every child. When the house goes quiet and I'm still, that flame keeps burning, always will. Hanging on a nail by the door, still shaped like his hands. Dad's work gloves drying, evening breathing in all the things he never said, resting in them. I learned what love was made of, not in words but callous skin, time and dirt and honest sweat, worn thin. Mud on boots, sunburned neck, coffee cold, no regret. He'd just nod and sit back down. Amen. Some men pray by doing. Dads wear gloves drying by the light of the sink. Every blister told a story I didn't think to read. I never saw him tired, just quiet at the end of day, like the world had taken all it could. And he let it. The house knew his footsteps. By the door, those gloves still waiting, teaching me how to stand. Dad's work gloves drying, just like a man. Nailed by the door, empty now.
X by the shed still leans just right, handle worn smooth by years and nights. It never spoke, but it always said, do the work, son, like your old man did. Yeah, I learned who I am instead from Father's axe by the shed. Rust on the head, hickory grain, smell like sap and summer rain. He'd sharpen it slow, no wasted sound, while the sun went down on working ground. Didn't rush, didn't brag or boast, just split the wood that winter needed most. He believed in sweat before prayer and prayer before sleep every night right there. I was 10 years old, boots too big, tried to lift it, barely did. He laughed low, said take your time, strength comes later, first learn the line. He showed me where the grain would break, how to read the wood before the swing you make. That axe by the shed wasn't just steel, it taught me what's right, it taught me what's real. Life won't bend just cause you beg. You swing straight or you swing again. If I ever doubt the path I tread, I think of Father's axe by the shed. Now the shed leans like his old hat, door won't close but it's fine with that. His gloves still hang on the rusty nail, smell like smoke and pine wood trail. He's been gone longer than he stayed, but that axe never moved away. Didn't leave much money behind, just a way of living, a steady mind. Said leave things better than where they've been. That's how you measure a man, my friend. That axe by the shed still waits on me, like it knows I'll come back eventually. When my hands shake or my faith feels thin, I grab that handle and breathe him in. If my boy asks what shaped my head, I'll point outside to Father's axe by the shed. Wood falls clean and the lessons stay. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, paint chip blue still standing strong. It don't run but it remembers every mile that made us who we are. Dust would rise with the morning sun, crows on the fence line waiting. Grandpa'd tip his hat to the sky, say, boys, this land ain't patient. I'd ride along on that metal seat, hands too small for the wheel. Lunch pail by the fence post, thermos warm with tea. He talks slow about weather and time, like they listen carefully. Barn doors creak like they knew his name, every board had a say. He said, son, hard work stays longer than the shine on a brand new thing.
by the barn. Rusted stories side by side. It plowed through years and hungry ground, never once asked why. If you listen close on a quiet farm, you can hear that engine hum. And Grandpa's tractor by the barn. Now the fields grow wild in places. His boots don't mark the floor. But when the wind hits that old tin roof, I swear I hear him start her once more. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, still teaching me what lasts. Some things don't need to move at all to pull you through the past. I park my worries where he parked his arms, by Grandpa's tractor by the barn. Yeah, that old machine still runs on. Porch swings slow in the afternoon. Dust hangs low like an old tune. Wind moves soft through fields of green. Feels like someone's talking to me. That's Grandpa's voice in the breeze, saying, boy, take life with ease. Every lesson calm and slow, rides the wind where the wild grass grows. He'd spit truth with a half-smile grin, fix the world with a pocket tin. Said time don't rush for any man. You do the best with what you can. Grandpa's voice in the breeze still tells me who I ought to be. When the road gets hard to see, I just listen and it leads. His chair stays empty by the door, but he ain't really gone for sure. Every sunset, every tree carries parts of him to me. Some folks leave words carved in stone. Some leave love that travels home.
wisdom ever learned to fly? It sounds like him passing by. Grandpa's voice in the breeze keeps my restless spirit at ease. When I'm lost or feel unsure, that gentle wind still feels like cure. When the night falls soft and free, I smile back and say, I hear you, Grandpa.
Plates on the table, chairs pulled close. This is where we always came home. There's laughter around the table tonight, like fireflies caught in warm yellow light. Every joke sounds better, every story gets told between hands held tight and hearts full of hope. Yeah, the world can wait outside the door. There's laughter around the table once more. Mama's voice floating from the kitchen air, Daddy saying grace like he always cared. Mashed potatoes, bread passing slow. Time moves softer when we're all close. Little ones laughing at nothing at all. Milk spills, stories grow way too tall. Uncle Joe swearing he's heard that before, but he laughs just the same, like 1,000 times more. We didn't have much, but we had enough. Love sat heavy, but it never felt rough. There's laughter around the table tonight, echoes of years in every smile. Broken days get mended somehow when we're sitting knee to knee right now. If heaven's a sound I'm looking for, it's laughter around the table once more. Some chairs are empty, yeah, I see that too, but I swear their laughter still pulls through. In every pause, in every prayer, they're still with us gathered there. Someday I'll miss this simple scene, these voices loud, these in-betweens. So I'm holding tight to every night, burning this moment in my mind. There's laughter around the table tonight,
night, holding us steady in changing times. If the road gets long and the days feel sore, I'll come back here like I did before. Yeah, home ain't walls or a front porch door. It's laughter around the table forevermore. Plates get cleared, candles low, but the laughter still follows me home. Dirt on the wood, then quiet. I've known rooms that felt too wide. I've known rooms that felt too wide. Nights with nowhere left to hide. Still one sound could set it right. Home. Father's boots in a hallway. Let the whole house breathe again. Even walls know how to stand when he's in. Mud on leather coat hung low. Porch light flickers, evening slows. Never said much when it goes inside. Safety has a sound. Father's boots in the hallway. Tell me everything's okay. Not with the words, but by the way he stayed. The boots don't move like they once did. Dust knows every place they've been. Still I hear them when I need strength. I don't turn the light on. In the dark I stand up straighter. From the sound I understand. Father's boots still walk beside the man. Always still. Heart full. A basket full of apples on the kitchen table, still warm from the sun outside. Mama laughs, says take the bruised ones first. Daddy nods with that quiet pride. It ain't much, but it's more than enough in that house built on honest love. Yeah, life felt whole and true with a basket full of apples, me and you. Dirt on boots by the back door frame, wind chimes singing our family name. Orchard rows and a borrowed truck, counting blessings, not counting love. Red or green, sweet or small, everyone had a story at all. Sticky fingers, a pocket knife, learning patience, learning life. Mama said don't waste a thing, even the sour ones still can't sing. A basket full of apples in the afternoon light, shadows long on the floor. We'd eat till the sun gave up the fight, still reaching back for more. No silver spoons, no golden plan, just open hearts and working hands. Yeah, that's where I learned my truth, from a basket full of apples shared with you. Now I'm older, roads are wide, different towns, the same inside. When the world feels sharp and fast, I taste that fall from the past. Funny how something simple stays long after you has slipped away. Not the apples I remember best, but who I was when life felt blessed. A basket full of apples on a wooden chair, time paused in that room. Mama's voice and Daddy's stare taught me what love can do. If heaven's just a place we knew, it smelled like fruit in the afternoon. Yeah, I still believe it's true. It starts with a basket full of apples shared with you. Just apples and no one. Just apples and home. Screen door slamming, barefoot feet, sweet tea dripping in the summer heat. Mama humming some old time tune, sun hanging low like a yellow moon. There was laughter in the summer kitchen, echoes off them faded walls, flower on hands, jokes in motion, love louder than the radio calls. Yeah, time stood still in that old room with laughter in the summer kitchen. Table scarred from 1,000 nights, stories told by porch light. Grandpa joking, kids talk back, burnt cornbread, nobody cared about that. If you listen close, you can still hear all those years still right here. That laughter in the summer kitchen rolled like thunder, soft and kind. Every crack in those old floors held a piece of better times. No riches there, but we were rich with laughter in the summer kitchen. Now it's quiet, just a ticking clock, dust on jars, doors still locked. But every time I close my eyes, that room comes back alive. the summer kitchen. More than noise, it was a prayer. Held us close through leaner days, taught us how to love and share. Yeah, the house grew old, but we didn't miss nothing, with laughter in the summer kitchen. If heaven's got a room like mine, I hope it sounds just like that time. Laughter in the summer kitchen. Dawn breaks straight, so does he. I've chased easier kinds of days. I've chased easier kinds of days. Soft ground, wide turns, quicker ways. Still I walk the lines he made. Somehow Father's hands on the plow, keep the furrow running true. Every inch of honest ground is proof. Red clay boots, sunrise low, breath in steam, steady slow. He never rushed the road he sowed. No, faith don't look back. Father's hands on the plow, know the weight of staying straight, turning work into a vow daily. He's spoken sweat and callous lines, show me how to read the signs. Some prayers are done with spine and time. The field remembers when I'm lost and looking down. I feel his pull come through. Father's hands keep guiding mine, still true. Row by row, amen. Morning dew on borrowed land, mud on boots, faith in hands. Mama hummed an old refrain while planting hope in rows of rain. A garden grown with care needs time and love to get you there. You don't rush the sun or rain, you just show up day by day. Daddy fixed the broken gate, said good things learn to wait. We pulled weeds and learned to pray, that roots grow strong the quiet way. A garden grown with care has scars and beauty everywhere. every seed a promise made, in patient nights and honest days. Now my hands are older too. I see the truth in what they knew. I plant my life in simple ground and tend the love I found. Some folks chase a faster dream, but nothing good grows instantly. If love survived the storm and glare, it's a garden grown with care. A garden grown with care still feeds my heart from over there. Through changing seasons, joy and strain, I live what they once planted plain. When the world feels thin and bare, I kneel down and find them there. She never said the number, just the words. I've read it in 1,000 books, underlined, explained, mistook, but none of it ever looked like her voice. Mama's Bible verse wasn't written, it was heard in the way she loved us first at home. Supper cooling, windows cracked, screen door humming, welcome back. She'd say it soft like that, amen. Faith don't shout, it stays. Mama's Bible verse, read me right when I was hurt. Never perfect, never rehearsed, just true. I wandered far from wooden pews, lost the way I thought I knew. Still her words came breaking through somehow. Not a moan. Mama's Bible verse, Mama's Bible verse lives between the lines I've learned. Every time I try to serve love, the lights go low, the house goes still, I hear it still. morning sun through lace curtain seams. Coffee hums like an old-time dream. Floor on the counter, radio sings. I grew up holding Grandma's apron strings. Grandma's apron strings tied to my past. Knots of love that always last. When the world pulled hard on me, I held tight to what I used to be. She patched my jeans, wiped my tears, told me stories about better years. Said, boy, life bends, but don't you break. With a smile only heaven could make. Every prayer she whispered low still walks with me wherever I go. Grandma's apron string, worn and kind, stitch my heart one seam at a time. Even now when I drift and roam, those apron strings pull me home. Now the kitchen's quiet, chair don't creak. No cinnamon air, no gentle speak. But love lies don't disappear. It just lives deeper every year. Grandma's apron strings, camera bound, still wrap this boy when I'm feeling down. I may be grown, but truth still rings. I'm forever tied to Grandma's apron strings. Time may cut most earthly things, but not Grandma's apron strings. That old toolbox sang all day long, hammers tapping like a working song. Every scratch, every rusty groove was a lesson Dad already knew. Bent nails, worn tape, a handle cracked, screws he saved, he never lacked. Saturday sun on a gravel drive, fixing more than things in our lives. He never rushed, never raised his tone, just said, son, some things you learn by doing alone.
That toolbox sang all day long, wooden wire right and wrong. If it broke, he'd make it stand, with patience, faith, and steady hands. I didn't know while I was young, but love sounds like that toolbox song. Now the garage is quiet at night, dust on the bench, the bulb too bright. But when life comes apart at the seam, I hear that rhythm in between. Old stained gloves by the kitchen door, Mama smiled, she knew that score. That toolbox song still plays for me in broken days and things unseen. When I fix a chair or mend a fence, I hear his voice in the silence. He didn't leave a lot of gold, just a way to make things whole. Yeah, love was simple, strong and true, like Dad's toolbox songs still do. Still humming in the quiet room. Crickets hum by the broken gate, moonlight's thin, it's getting late. Daddy walks with a steady hand, lantern swinging, lighting the land. That lantern glow don't scare the dark, it just shows where you are. In the quiet I always know I'm safe inside my Father's glow. He'd check the fence, count every cow, say, son, now listen, speak soft now. Oil and dust on his callous skin, but his voice felt like home tucked in. Every step he took out there said love without a single prayer. Father's lantern glow at dusk, cut through fear and all that was. Didn't need much, didn't show, just stood tall in that steady glow. Yeah, the dark learned how to slow under my Father's lantern glow. Now the barn stands quiet and still, land's gone but I feel him still. When the world gets heavy and cold, I light my way the way he showed.
this lantern glow lives on. In borrowed light I'm passing on. When my own kids lose their road, I'll walk ahead, I'll be that glow. Crickets hush, now let's go. Still see the path in that lantern glow. Basket full of apples on the kitchen table, still warm from the sun outside. Mama laughs, says take the bruised ones first. Daddy nods with that quiet pride. It ain't much, but it's more than enough in that house built on honest love. Yeah, I felt whole and true with a basket full of apples, me and you. Dirt on boots by the back door frame, wind chimes singing our family name. Orchard rows in a borrowed truck, counting blessings, not counting luck. Red or green, sweet or small, everyone had a story at all. Sticky fingers, a pocket knife, learning patience, learning life. Mama said don't waste a thing, even the sour ones still can't sing. A basket full of apples in the afternoon light, shadows long on the floor. We'd eat till the sun gave up the fight, still reaching back for more. No silver spoons, no golden plan, just open hearts and working hands. Yeah, that's where I learned my truth, from a basket full of apples shared with you. Now I'm older, roads are wide, different towns, the same inside. When the world feels sharp and fast, I taste that fall from the past. Funny how something simple stays long after youth has slipped away. Not the apples I remember best, but who I was when life felt blessed. A basket full of apples on a wooden chair. Time paused in that room, Mama's voice and Daddy's stare taught me what love can do if heaven's just a place we knew. It smelled like fruit in the afternoon, yeah, I still believe it's true. It starts with a basket full of apples shared with you. Just apples and home. Dust on the attic window pane, late afternoon light. There it stood by a cardboard box, faded red and white. Little brother's a wooden horse, rocking slow on a quiet floor. Still waits on a childhood dream that don't ride anymore. Time grew up and rode away, left behind what once was ours. Little brother's wooden horse. He'd gallop through the hallway, bang, bang, gun in hand. Said he chased the setting sun far as a boy could stand. Mama laughed from the kitchen door, Daddy shook his head. None of us knew those simple days were already almost dead. Every scratch tells a story we were too young to save. Little brother's wooden horse, paint chipped thin by time, carried kings and cowboys across an invisible line. Now the house don't echo back when the screen door slams. Little brother's wooden horse knows who we used to be then. He moved out west, I stayed behind. Life pulled us apart. Different roads, same blood, same old beating heart. Last time I saw that wooden horse, I swear it rocked once more, like it felt him standing there, just inside the door. Now my boy asks what that thing is for, why it leans that way. I say it held your uncle's dreams, back when dreams would stay. Little brother's wooden horse, I won't let it fade away. I'll pass it down with all we lost and all we couldn't say. Some things rock through generations, some don't ever part. Little brother's wooden horse still rocks my grown-up heart. Still rocking in the dust and light. Morning light through crimson leaves, shoes by the door, dirt on my knees. That old maple knew our name, saw us grow, saw us change. Home beneath the maple tree, but it was me. Laughter nailed in wooden floors, love like roots beneath the porch. Mama's voice at supper time, Daddy's hand smelled oil and pine. Screen door slam, life felt safe
fast and cold. That shade was where my soul felt old. Now I drive past years gone by. That tree still reaching for the sky. Paint is gone, the roof is tired, but the ground still feels inspired. Some homes fall, some fade away, but roots remember every day. If I'm lost or feeling blue, I stand where that maple grew. Home beneath the maple tree lives in every part of me. I may roam, I may be free, but my heart stays back there faithfully. When my road feels hard to see, I close my eyes. Home's beneath that maple tree. This house ain't fancy, paint's worn thin. Roof's seen trouble rolling in, but every crack has heard our prayers. Every night someone cared. Love built these walls, not brick or stone. Held us together when times were cold. From whispered vows to hard-earned scars, love built these walls just as they are. Hands were tied, pockets dry, still we laughed at lullaby. Kids grew up in borrowed rooms, hope kept blooming like you. Ain't no blueprint for this life, just faith, forgiveness, sacrifice. Love built these walls, strong and wide, shelter from the storm outside. Every tear, every fall, laid another wall with love. Someday when the lights burn low and footsteps slow down on this floor, if these walls could ever speak, they'd say love was all we need. Love built these walls, stood the test, held our words and our best. When the world tried to make us crawl. Love stood tall in these walls. If this house ever falls apart, love will still live in our hearts. Porch swings slow in the afternoon. Dust hangs low like an old tune. Wind moves soft through fields of green. Feels like someone's talking to me. It's Grandpa's voice in the breeze, saying, boy, take a life with ease. Every lesson comes slow, rides a wind where the wild grass grows. He'd spit truth with a half-smile grin, fix the world with a pocket tin. Said time don't rush for any man. You do the best with what you can. Grandpa's voice in the breeze still tells me who I ought to be. When the road gets hard to see, I just listen and it leaves. His chair stays empty by the door, but he ain't really gone for sure. Every sunset, every tree carries parts of him to me. Some folks leave words carved in stone, some leave love that travels home. If wisdom ever learned to fly, it sounds like him passing by. Grandpa's voice in the breeze keeps my restless spirit ease. When I'm lost or feel unsure, that gentle wind still feels like a cure. When the night falls soft and free, I smile back and say, I hear you, Grandpa. Every square's got a story. Some of them mine. I've worn the miles on borrowed roads, learned how to stand, how to let go. Still I carry what I'm sown in thread. Family ties in the quilt, holding fast, never built to will. Every tear and every quilted smile stays. Sunday colors, faded blue. Mama's hands knew what to do. Needle dancing, humming tunes. Low. Love don't tear, it mends. Family ties in the quilt, warm enough for everything I felt. Past and present stitched together still. There's a piece from Grandpa's coat, one from the dress Mama outgrew. I wrap myself in all I know. Of you. Winter couldn't touch us. In the quiet I feel it lifting. Every name I ever knew, family ties, they keep on living in this quilt. Folded careful by the bed. There's a weight in my pocket I don't need to win. Still keeps count of another kind of time. Scratched up silver chain worn thin, held more years than it ever did skin. Every second sounds like his breath, still teaching me how to live with what's left. Dad's pocket watch ticking, slow and true, keeps on moving like he always knew. Every tick says, son, don't stop, even when the hands don't wanna talk. Sunday suit, same old tie. He checked the time before he said goodbye. Never rushed, but never late. Showed me patience was a kind of fate. I hear it late when the house won't sleep. Little sound keeps time with me. Dad's pocket watch ticking on my chest marks the moments I loved him best. When the world won't wait or stop, I trust the rhythm that he taught. Hands get shaky, years run fast, trying to hold on to what won't last. But time ain't lost, it just moves on like his voice in an old work song.
pocket watch ticking, steady and kind, keeps his heart close to mine. When my days feel wound too tight, I slow down and I get it right. Still counting time, still keeping him near. Sown with love and time, every patch a piece of mine. From worn out jeans to Sunday lace, she stitched our lives in every place. A rocking chair by the window light, a needle dancing late at night, radio low, hands so sure. She say this kind of love will endure. Small beneath that spread, storms outside, no tears, I said. The quilt knew when to hold me tight through winter cold and lonely nights. A quilt sewn with love and grace, every thread still knows her face. When the world feels rough and cruel, I wrap myself in what she knew. Daddy's shirt from long ago, Mama's dress from the photo, brother's sleeve a corner torn, all reborn where love was worn. Some folks leave gold, some leave land. She left warmth in her gentle hands. If love could speak, it softly proved. It sounds like stitches pulling through. A quilt song with love still stays, holding me through changing days. Homemade walls, oh, where you live, it's what the ones you love still give. When nights get long and stars feel few, I pull it close and I'm home with you. Mud on the floor, dust in the air. Some things never move. They're still sitting by the doorway, toe to heel, cracked brown leather, every scar is real. Worked the fields, fixed the fence, walked every mile. Those boots carried more than just his style. Dad's old boots by the door
still pointing toward the dawn. They taught me how to stand my ground, even after he was gone. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. Dad's old boots by the door. He never said much, let his hands do the talk. Taught me right from wrong on a gravel walk. Sunday mornings, coffee, strong and black. Life lessons in the quiet things he lacked. I chased the world, wore brand new shoes, but they never fit like his worn out truths. Dad's old boots by the door, seen more nights than I can name. Stood through storms, hard times, wars, never once complained. If I could walk half as strong as he walked before, I'd fill Dad's old boots by the door. Now the house gets quiet when the sun goes down, but I swear I hear him moving around. Every creak, every shadow on the floor feels like he just stepped out once more. I tried them once, they were too big for me. Guess some shoes take a lifetime to be. Dad's old boots by the door, holding time in place. Every step I take I feel that strength I try to chase. One day I'll leave mine right there on the floor, next to Dad's old boots by the door. Leather worn, love passed down, still waiting by the door. Snow taps lightly on the window pane, boots lined up by the door. Mama hums an old hymn low, same one she sang before. Shadows dance on wooden walls, fire breathing slow. Every crackle tells a story only families know. Time don't rush us in this room, it learns to wait its turn. Family gathered by the hearth, hands wrapped around the flame. Years fall quiet for a while, nothing feels the same. Every laugh, every scar, every heart that's been apart finds its way back home tonight. Family gathered by the heart. Grandpa clears his throat to speak, then smiles instead of words.
Kids lean in like it's a song they've somehow already heard. Old regrets hang in the air and drift up with the smoke. Even silence feels forgiving every time a story's spoke. Family gathered by the heart, close enough to feel the truth. Some chairs are empty, still they stay in the spaces we all know. Love don't leave when names fade out, it just learned to glow. Through the best and broken years, every promise ever made still echoes right in here. When the world feels cold and hard, we remember who we are. Just souls warming one another, family gathered by the heart. Fire burns low, but not our hearts. This house ain't fancy, paint's worn thin, the roof's seen trouble rolling in, but every crack has heard our prayer. Every night someone cared. Love built these walls, not brick or stone, held us together when times were cold. From whispered vows to hard-earned scars, love built these walls just as they are. Hands were tired, pockets dry, still we laughed at lullabies. Kids grew up in borrowed rooms, hope kept blooming like June. Ain't no blueprint for this life, just faith, forgiveness, sacrifice. Love built these walls, strong and wide, shelter from the storm outside. Every tear, every fall, laid another wall with love. Someday when the lights burn low and footsteps slow down on this floor, if these walls could ever speak, they'd say love was all we need. Love built these walls, stood the test, held our worst and our best. When the world tried to make us crawl, love stood tall in these walls. If this house ever falls apart, love will still live in our hearts. Would want to smooth by waiting hand, quiet knows his name. Father's chair in the corner holds more than its share of long days and unspoken care. Still there. Evenings feel a little wide, news rolls on, the room stays quiet. I still glance to that side first. Some men speak by staying put and watching. Work boots off, hat set down, sighs that settle the whole house. Didn't say much, but we found peace. Father's chair in the corner faced the door, and every storm taught us what it means to warm a home. I know he's gone, but somehow still the space knows how to make me still. Love don't leave, it learns to fill the air. Clock ticks twice, chair waits. Father's chair in the corner lives in me when I sit down. Steady heart, quiet ground he gave. Light turns low, I understand. He's here the way he planned. Those footsteps on the wooden floor tell me who we were before. Every creak, every sound still keeps this old house around. Early dawning hallway light, coffee cups and sleepy eyes, Mama humming something low, Daddy's boots moving slow.
Hide and seek behind the couch. I didn't know back then that time was teaching me to stand.
Walls remember more than me, what I was, what I'd be. footsteps on the wooden floor echo through the years and more. Even now when I'm alone, they walk me safely back home.
Some footsteps don't come back, some doors stay gently cracked. But late at night when it's real quiet, I still hear love walking by.
Yeah, those footsteps on the wooden floor built the man I'm living for. No matter where my life has gone, they still lead me straight along. Old house breathing soft and slow, every step still says hello. There's dirt on the floor by the old back door. Mama sighs but she don't complain. Those boots been there since 4:30. Tracking work in a little rain. One lace told he won't in. They tell the day before he walks in. He'd come home late, tired eyes, smell like fields and gasoline. Dropped his gloves, gave a half smile, said long day but I'm alright. Kid never said much, never had to. Those muddy boots said plenty too. Brothers' boots in the mudroom, leaning like they still stand tall. Every scuff was a promise, he'd always answer the call. If lovely's marks, then I knew by the mud and the wear and truth. Yeah, I learned what a man should do from brothers' boots in the mud room. I was younger, watched him lace, hands rough but his voice was kind. He'd say, take your time, you'll find your place. While I followed every line, didn't know then what I know now. Heroes don't always wear crowns. Mud washes off, but lessons stay in quiet ways. Now the house is quieter at night, different boots by the door. But sometimes I swear in the morning light I hear him step across the floor. Time moved on, but that room remembers every fall, every hard-earned winter. Brothers' boots in the mudroom, still standing in my mind, holding up all the love he gave, one muddy step at a time. If I ever wonder what's true, I look back to what he went through. Yeah, I carry it all I do from brothers' boots in the mud room. Just boots by the door, and a brother who taught me more. Fireside stories at night, old words glow in firelight. Every laugh, every line feels like home every time. Logs crack slow shadows dance. Mama hums like she always can, and coffee rings on an oval table. Dad leans back, tired but able. Clock don't rush, it understands. These are moments you don't plan. Fireside stories at night, truths wrapped up in simple lines. From hard-earned days to wrongs made right, we found ourselves by that firelight. I was young on the braided rug, listening close, not saying much. Every tale had a lesson inside, taught me how to stand, how to try. Years roll on like embers low, but that warmth still seems to grow. When the world feels cold and fast, I go back there in the past. Fireside stories at night still guide me by their light. No matter where I roam or start, that fire still burns in my heart. Just a flame, a voice, a room, and love that learned how to bloom. Morning light through crimson leaves, shoes by the door, dirt on my knees. That old maple knew our name, saw us grow, saw us change. Home beneath the maple tree wasn't much, but it was me. Laughter nailed in wooden floors, love like roots beneath the porch. Mama's voice at supper time, Daddy's hand smelled oil and pine. Sunday bell, screen door slam, life felt safe inside that land. Home beneath the maple tree held our hearts like family. When the world felt fast and cold, that shade was where my soul felt old. I drive past years gone by, that tree still reaching for the sky.
Paint is gone, the roof is tired, but the ground still feels inspired. Some homes fall, some fade away, but roots remember every day. If I'm lost or feeling blue, I'll stand where that maple grew. Home beneath the maple tree lives in every part of me. I may roam, I may be free, but my heart stays back there faithfully. When my road feels hard to see, I close my eyes. Home's beneath that maple tree.
That whistle cuts the morning sky like a rooster learned to fly. Before the sun's up in my eyes, there's Dad's whistle at sunrise. Coffee boiling, boots by the door, dust on the floor from the night before. He never talked much, didn't need to say. That whistle told us it was time for day. I'd watch him head toward the barn, long shadowed denim arms. He carried hope in quiet ways, and lunch pails packed for longer days. Didn't preach, didn't pray out loud, but that whistle at sunrise held this house together tight. Said work hard, love right, without a single line. Yeah, the world woke up just fine to Dad's whistle at sunrise. Now I'm older, dawn feels the same. Different road, but I hear that sound again. When the sky turns pale and blue, I swear that whistle pulls me through. Yeah, that whistle at sunrise still echoes in my mind. Not just sound, but a sign of the man who gave his time. I still stand, I still rise to Dad's whistle at sunrise. No alarm ever felt that true, just a simple tune. At sunrise. rocking chairs know our names long before we say a thing. Even when the house stands quiet, voice still creak like they deny it. Every laugh just learned to hide out here. Time don't leave, it just leans in. A porch full of memories, cups of tea and quiet dreams. Every word that didn't need explaining. Fireflies and mason jars, stories told beneath the stars. Nobody was in a hurry then. That porch full of memories held our nights so patiently, taught our hearts how home could be this simple. I left thinking I'd outgrow the slow way that love would show, but it followed me, you know, everywhere. Screen door sighs, cricket stars, a porch full of memories, alive wherever I might be. Proof that home still waits for me inside. Rocking slow as the dark draws near. I'm here, I'm here. Father's calloused hands told stories he never planned. Every line was a mile he ran for us with calloused hands. Sunrise found him already gone, boots by the door, coffee on. He'd tip his hat, say I'll be back, and carry the weight we never saw. Wood and wire and dirt and steel, he fixed what time tried hard to steal. Didn't speak much, but I could tell love was shown in what he built. He taught me strength ain't loud or proud, it's standing firm when storms come down. Father's calloused hands held the world like grains of sand, never asked for more than land and faith in calloused hands. Now I wear his jacket some cold nights,
Father's calloused hands left their mark across my plans. If I stand tall as a man, it's cause of calloused hands. Like sand, but I still feel Father's calloused hands. Rocking chairs know our names long before we say a thing. Even when the house stands quiet, boys still creak like they deny it. Every laugh just learned to hide out here. Time don't leave, it just leans in. A porch full of memories, cups of tea and quiet dreams. Every word that didn't need explaining. Fireflies and mason jars, stories told beneath the stars. Nobody was in a hurry then. That porch full of memory held our nights so patiently, taught our hearts how home could be. This simple. I left thinking I'd outgrow the slow way that love would show, but it followed me, you know, everywhere. Screen door sighs, crickets start, a porch full of memories, lives wherever I might be, prove that home still waits for me inside. Rocking slows, the dark draws near. I'm here, I'm here. Candle for every child tonight, burning soft in the window light, for every dream that's running wild. There's a candle for every child. Kitchen table scars and glue, crayon skies and muddy shoes, little hands that shake with fear when the thunder gets too near. I ain't got riches, I can't explain why the world can be so unkind, but I'll stand here, storm or fire, God in every hope of mine. If the night feels long and cold, let this flame remind them so. A candle for every child, I pray. Through the dark it finds a way. Even when the road turns wild, there's a candle for every child. Someday they'll walk where I can't go, carrying truths they'll come to know. If they ever lose their way, this light will guide them home someday. A candle for every child tonight, for broken wings and fearless flights, no matter lost or reconciled. Love lights a candle for every child. When the house goes quiet and I'm still, that flame keeps burning, always will. One small flame against the dark, good walls taught me how to walk. Long roads taught me how to roam. Motel lights don't feel like home. I still look for something warm at night. Mama's candle by the window, burning soft for me to see. Even when I'm miles away, it waits for me. Screen door hums, the evening hymn, crickets sing, the world grows dim. Mama whispers, Lord, watch him. Amen.